Hi everyone. So let's give some 5 more minutes for other people to join and then we can get started.
It's okay.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Hi Kushan. Hi Pradeep.
Hi Diksha.
So, are we waiting for some time for people to join?
So let's give 2 minutes more. So at
Okay.
4:05 we can get started.
Oh,
Hello everyone. Hello Diksha.
Okay. I think Diksha we can get started. So yesterday we talked about Diksha talked about the cloud basic thing. So that if you have missed that session, then a YouTube link I will provide it in the session during the session. So uh, today is a second day for the Azure training, and let me hand over it to Diksha for agenda and more details about it.
yeah. Thank you, Kushan. So, hello everyone. Hope everyone is well. So, let me share my screen. So, we will discuss today what we are going to cover and about yesterday topic. Just a quick recap on that. So, we understand till now what we have completed in this course and what new we are going to cover. So in day one, yesterday session, we understand what is cloud. Okay, what are the benefits of using this cloud and what are different type of cloud options we have available. Okay, and what are different cloud concepts we have, like for example high availability, scalability, elasticity, fault tolerance, disaster recovery, agility. So these options, these cloud concept we usually follow while working on any cloud, and how are these resources, these services which is provided from cloud side, how they follow these type of cloud concepts. Same way we discuss about different type of clouds, what we have: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Okay, and what are the major differences between all these three types of cloud. And same way we discuss, okay, like if we are moving into the cloud side, okay, and we have our own on-premises data center, so what are the major differences in that? What are different type of cloud services we have, like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service, and what are the different example of these services. Okay, same way what type of data usually we deal store. okay, in our Azure platform or any other cloud, okay, what type of data usually we deal, okay, like semi-structured data, structured data, or unstructured data. So we have three majorly different type of data available, which we usually store or process. Same way, like how many type of consumption based model we have. Okay, so we have three different type of consumption based model, like paper minute, paper hour, and paper execution. Okay, so on that basis, Microsoft is going to charge you the particular amount. Okay, and accordingly, for each service, for each resource, whatever you are going to provision, on that basis you are going to pay the amount. Okay, so these things we discussed in yesterday class. Okay, we have gone through on the slide side. We understand, okay, how this resources, these services are working, how these cloud concept will work. Okay, and we have gone through about a different type of architecture wise, different type of cloud, different type of categories we have. So on today's day two, we are going to discuss about Azure architecture, how Microsoft has designed their data center, how Microsoft has planned, how we can use different services on Azure. Okay, and how we can use the services to build our business models. Okay, as per we fulfill our business requirement and deliver or build our business solution. So in today's agenda, we are going to cover like what is Azure, okay? If on the Azure side, how it will work. So what is Azure? What is reasons and reasons pairs we have? Okay, what is resource group? And what is subscription? And what is Azure Resource Manager we have? And we are going to discuss about different type of Azure resources. Okay, as per different domain you need to deal, you need to use different Azure services. Okay, so how many type of different Azure resources, Azure services we have which we can use. So before we move further, any question till now, yesterday what we discussed, or any other thing before starting, do you guys have?
I don't know if you can. Good morning. Good morning, first of all. I don't know if you can go through the types of data once more.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed about different type of data we have. Okay, so we have three different type of data: structured data, unstructured data, or semi-structured data. Okay, so first of all, in the structured data, it is like a traditional database which you used to follow. Okay, you create some schemas table and you store your data in that. Okay, so you have traditional databases, you have multiple tables, you have schemas, you have views, you have stored procedure, everything. Okay, it means you are storing your data in particular structure format. You know, like whenever next data is going to come up, it is going to follow the same structure. You have predefined column. Okay, you have 10 column, then in the next run also you are going to receive these 10 column. Okay, this particular data type you are going to receive. So here you can see in this example, this is your relational data. Okay, and you can connect all these three table with each other using primary key and foreign key concept. Okay, so same, this is about structured data when you know what type of data you are going to receive in the next run. Okay, in semi-structured data, it is non-relational data, no SQL data. Okay, where you have like key value pair, you have a particular tag and you have associated value of that. Okay, same way in JSON file, if you see, you have a header and you have respective value. Okay, so if you have a file name and you have file name associated with that, so these type of data comes under semi structure, where you cannot maintain any relation. Okay, from one table or from one data to another data. Okay, from one table to another table you cannot maintain any relation, so it is semi structured data, which are partially structured. Third one is your unstructured data. Okay, where you are not sure next the data which is coming to you, what type of data you are going to receive. Okay, it is completely ambiguous. You are not sure what type of data you are going to receive. It is like some log file, some text file, some audio file, video file. Okay, this type of data you are receiving. So you are not sure what type of data you are going to receive in your next run. So these are different type of data. Usually on Azure side, on a storage side, okay, on database side, you are going to deal these different type of data. On your while designing your solution, you need to plan, okay, what type of service you are going to use. Like for structured data, you can use Azure SQLs, different type of Azure SQLs options we have. So you can use these SQLs. Same way you can use Synapse. Okay, and for semi-structure you can use Cosmos DB, MongoDB, Cassandra. Okay, these type of resources you can use. For an unstructured you can use Blob storage. Okay, these type of services you can use for unstructured. So these are different type of data, and today we are going to explore some different Azure services where we are going to see, okay, at what scenario, okay, at what time, what type of data storage we need to use. Okay, like if your requirement is for structured data, so what are the different storage, what are the different Azure services you can use.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, okay. Any other question? Are we good till now? Okay. So before moving ahead, we are going to discuss about your different certificates what we have, okay, on Azure side. So here, no matter if you are at a beginner level or you are at a particular associate level or in expert level, okay, so as per that we have different level of certification. Okay, so if you are just starting with Azure, okay, so you have these three type of certificate available. First is your AZ900, okay, where you are going to cover your Azure Fundamental. Okay, so most of the things which we are covering, it is part of this Azure Fundamental itself. Okay, so in that, whatever fundamental concepts we have, like about cloud concept, about Azure concepts, okay, about designing, accessing these services, these things will come under Azure Fundamental AZ900 exam. Okay, after completing this exam, you are going to receive this badge. Okay, 1-star badge you are going to receive. Next, you have Azure Data Fundamental, which is your DP900. Okay, this is mostly focus on data domain. Okay, like if you are a data professional, data person, data scientist, data engineer. Okay, so in that case, you can go with this data fundamental side. Okay, and you can prepare on the fundamental, then you can move to the next one. Next, we have Azure AI Fundamental. Okay, so it is mostly on the artificial intelligence side. Okay, you have AI 900, where it is going to cover mostly on the artificial intelligence side, like what are the NLP, okay, custom vision, these things it is going to cover. Next, once you cover your fundamental level, okay, basic beginner one, once you complete, then you have associate level certificate. Okay, so you have AZ104 and AZ204. This is usually for the Azure developer profile. Okay, AZ104 for Azure administrator, and Azure AZ204 is for Azure developer. So you can go on these associate level exam as per your interest. Okay, like if you are or on development background, okay, like more on the coding side, like you are a Java person or .NET person who is writing down a code. Okay, so you can go with AZ204. Okay, or if you are a security side, then you can go with AZ500. Okay, so for security one you have AZ500, and for development side you have AZ204, and administration side you have AZ104. Same way, if you are as a data engineer, you are working, okay, or you are a data engineer person, then you can go with DP203. Okay, this will be basically covering what are the different data domain services we have available on Azure. Next, again, if you want to move on to database administrator side, okay, then you can cover this DP300, which is more on the database administration side. If you are on a visualization side, okay, you are a Power BI person, okay, then you can go with this DA100, okay, where you can prepare for a Power BI solution and on visualization side. Okay, same if you are working on a data scientist domain, okay, then you can go with DP100. It is going to cover mostly machine learning and other stuffs, okay, on the data scientist domain. And same way you have you are a artificial intelligence associate level. If you want to do, then you can go with Azure AI one. Okay, so as per that we have multiple associate level certificate available. Okay, once you complete AZ104 or AZ204, then you need to do one more certificate, which is AZ400. After that, you are able to receive this 3-star badge for Azure DevOps. Okay, so this is like expert level badge you are going to receive after completing these two exams. So this is like optional. Above one is optional, but for completing this Azure DevOps engineer, you need to either pass AZ104 and AZ400, or AZ204 or 400. Okay, you need to pass these two exams, then you are going to receive this 3-star badge. Same way, this Azure 303 or 304 also you can do for Azure Solution Architecture. Here also you need to complete 2 exam. Okay, is it 303 and 304? Rest all these are optional, but these are mandatory for completing these 3-star batch. Okay, you for 3-star batch you need to complete 2 exam. Rest for associate level you can go with one single exam. Okay, so these are the list of exam you can prepare. Okay, and as per your expertise, as per your domain, you can choose about your exam. Okay, and you can prepare for this one. And in the market, like right now, this is in high demand for moving with this one. So any question regarding the certificate thing?
Yes, please. I would like to know. Okay, let me speak for myself. I've been in sales for the past decade, and I'm trying to change my career, go into a new challenging career, and I thought of IT. So, are you indirectly saying that I must have a basic knowledge in computer science before I can, become an expert in Azure?
No, it is like if you are planning to do a professional level certificate, okay, so how you can plan your journey. Okay, like if like you are from sales background, okay, and now you planning to move into IT. Okay, so in that case you should in that case you are planning to move on a professional level. Then if you are planning to do some certification, so these are some professional certificate. Like if you want to move into data domain, then you can go with this DP203 or DP300. If you are planning to move into development side, then you can choose DP204. So this is like a path which you can follow for moving into IT domain. Okay, as per your expertise, as per your interest also. Okay, so you can choose which certificate, which path is right for you, and accordingly you can prepare for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So this is about your Microsoft Azure certification path. Okay. So as per your domain, as per your interest, you can choose any of them and you can prepare at a professional level. If you want to be certified in any particular certificate, then you can move with this one. Now, if we'll move to our today's agenda. Okay. So first of all, what is Azure? Okay. So as we know, okay, Azure is a public cloud, okay, which is provided from Microsoft side, okay, and for using Azure services, we need to pay some amount, right? We are using their resources, so we need to pay some amount. So basically, Microsoft Azure provide you a platform, okay, where you have 200 plus cloud services, 200 plus cloud products available, which you can use and you can build your solution, okay, as per your business requirement. Like in my project, I have requirement to move my data from one location to another location, okay, or maybe I want to create some script, Java script for sending some data or for doing some manipulation with my data. Okay, so in that case I have different requirement. Accordingly I can go to on the Azure side, I can use all my services, and using that I can build my business solution. Azure will provide you a wide range of different product, different cloud services, okay, which you can help, which will help you to build your solution as per your business goal. It is a wealth cloud-based service, okay. Like you want storage, then also it is available. If you want a database, you want a centralized account, okay, and if you want to do some IoT stuff or AI stuff, then also you can use Azure, okay. It means if you are from any domain, you can come up to Azure side, okay, and it will provide you a single platform where you can connect with multiple services, multiple resources, and build your own business solution. Okay, it will Azure will give you complete freedom to build, manage, and deploy your application. Okay, as per your requirement, as per your availability. Okay, as per your global network, you can choose which framework, which service, which tools you require. Accordingly, you can build. Okay, maybe someone says that I am not a programming person. Okay, I don't want to write down a program. Okay, so then you can move to some other services, some other tool, and you can choose that services, and you can build same procedure. maybe the path is different, but your end goal is same. Okay, whatever you are going to receive achieve from through a code, same thing you can achieve from here also. So as per that, you can build your own model as per your requirement. Okay, so first thing what Azure offers, if we saw, okay, so it will provide you a trusted cloud. Okay, Microsoft has multiple solutions for the security side, like encryption. Okay, their own private network. Okay, virtual network. Okay, load balancing. Okay, all these things we have. So Microsoft will take care if your data is in transition mode or your data is in rest mode. Every time it should be in encryption. It should be encrypted. Okay, it no matter if you are using your data, if you are consuming your data, or you are not consuming. Okay, but still your data will be encrypted mode always. Okay, so on the security side you do not need to worry. Okay, and you can trust all the services which you are using. Okay, you can enable more security as per your convenience, like like already there is encryption, but I want to add one more layer of encryption. Okay, so you can create some your own keys and you can apply that. Okay, so you can apply more security on that. Okay, and you can use these different services as per the as per your requirement, and you can within same organization or within same project also you can set up a communication in more secure way to connecting with different services. You can make hybrid model. Okay, maybe you have your own premises data centers, you have your own data center, but still you want to move on Azure, so you can maintain a hybrid solution where you have a like maybe your data is on premise or your data is hosted on different cloud. Okay, so you can make a hybrid model, move your data from on premises to Azure side, or move your data from different cloud to Azure side. Okay, so you can manage your environment, you can manage your services while maintaining this hybrid model. You can build your solution as per your requirement. Okay, you can see, okay, I need a particular language. Okay, like I'm comfortable with Python but I'm not comfortable with Java. Okay, so you can write down your code in Python. Okay, someone says, okay, I'm comfortable with SQL, not with Python, so you can write down your code in SQL also. So it supports multiple language. Okay, you can set up your own packages, environment variable, framework, everything you can set up here. Okay, and you can deploy, you can build whatever you want and when you want to deploy. Okay, so you have different scheduling option, monitoring option, deployment option, all the things you have available in Azure side. And this is a future ready options. We can say, okay, like Microsoft keep upgrading their product. Okay, whatever service you are using today, maybe in tomorrow you will see there are some additional things they have added. Okay, earlier you have generation 1, now they have upgraded with generation 2. Okay, so in that case you can see it is completely future ready skills. Okay, and in the upcoming days they are developing and they are keep developing all the resources, all the products. So in the upcoming days all the services will be always ready for the upgradation. Okay, so if we move to this Microsoft side. Okay, so here you can see it is providing you 90 plus largest portfolio in the industry. It is 95%, like 500 company are trusting this business and they are planning or they already moved to Azure side. Okay, there are big tech industry, they are already moved for Azure side and maybe they are planning. Okay, in the upcoming days, $1 billion invested. Okay, per year. Okay, in security on their customer. Okay, like Microsoft is paying this much amount for securing data, securing infrastructure from Microsoft side. Okay, so everything is going to take care on that infrastructure side from Microsoft side. You can see multiple domain are moving into Azure side. Maybe you belongs to healthcare domain or any financial service. Okay, retail service, government. Okay, manufacturing, all these services are supported. Okay, you can move your data as per that. And you can see there are like multiple resources, multiple services are available which is currently using, okay, these services. So if we think, okay, like right now we have a multiple clouds available, then why should we move to Azure only? Okay, so we have some benefits on Azure, that it provide you scalability. Okay, you need to pay whatever you are going to use. Okay, pay as you go option you have. Okay, so you are going to use particular compute power, particular storage, so you need to pay only for that. Okay, you do not need to pay extra for that. So these type of flexibility they are providing you. Security side they are providing you, connectivity side, okay, they have a multiple option. So that's why people are moving into Azure platform. Now, if we see how they are managing all the resources, all the services which we are going to use. Okay, like I needed some storage. Okay, on my Azure side. So as we discussed that we have a different data center available. So here we saw, okay, we have a different places where we have data center. Okay, Microsoft data centers available. So in that case, we have a particular regions. Okay, we have particular location where our data center has deployed. Okay, our data center is configured. So in Azure region, basically whatever resource you are going to deploy, okay, whatever service you are going to deploy, okay, in that you are going to deploy in particular location. You need to choose, okay, hey, I want a storage, okay, for my data. So I want to deploy a storage. Okay, so in that case, you need to tell, okay, under which region, under which location you want to deploy. Okay, so you told, okay, I want to deploy my storage under East US region. Okay, or maybe in China region. Okay, so in China region, you will see, okay, I have these regions available, and here I can deploy. So whatever data center are available in China region, it is going to deploy in that. Okay, so what is Azure region? So Azure region is basically a set of data center. Okay, where multiple data center are connected through a dedicated low latency network. Okay, you can have one data center also, you can have more than one data center. Okay, so I have a like particular data center where I have deployed my storage and service and everything. Okay, so now some failure has happened. As we discussed yesterday, you can have like power failure, network failure, okay, fault tolerance thing, or disaster recovery. These 2 points we discussed yesterday. So some failure has happened to you, okay, to your data, and you lost the connectivity. Okay, you are not able to connect with your storage, and during that particular time, you are not able to establish a connection. Okay, so in that case, your particular reason data center went down. Okay, so in that case, Microsoft has designed their data center to be connected with each other. Okay, they are connected through a low latency network. Okay, so if one reason, okay, one data center went down, then your secondary reason will come up. Okay, and it will act as a primary reason. So we have concept of pair reason here. Okay, so we have concept of pair reason. So we can think in that way. Okay, like I have a two home. Okay, so I have a, everything I have placed everything in my one home. Okay, but due to some emergency or some failure has happened or some electricity outage, I'm not able to continue with my home one. Okay, so in that case, what I will do is I will shift to my second home. Okay, second home is also available in the same region. Okay, it means in whatever region I belongs to. So my home one and home two belongs to same region, but my first home is not accessible. My first home is not doesn't have any electricity during that time. Okay, so in that case, I will move to second home. So this time, if someone is trying to reach out to me, then I will give you my second home address. Okay, so the second home is now my primary home. Okay, till that time we are connected through second home, or second home will be worked as a primary region. And then when we restock our home one, okay, when we restock our home one and electricity issue and everything is fixed now, so now we can move back to our home one, and now we are good to continue with this. Okay, so this time we have this Azure pair region concept. Okay, when a regional pair consists two region within same geography. Same geography means I have a two data center available within same country, maybe same particular geographical location. It's not like one in China and another in USA. No, both are should be in same geographical location. Okay, most reason in geography are paired in as per your disaster recovery or business continuity. Okay, maybe some disaster has happened or some failure has happened. Okay, some failure has happened. So during that time, it will recover your data from your another location. Okay, so if we want to see some example, so you can see this is my geographical location. Okay, so this is Microsoft document which we can refer here. Okay, so we have list of regional pair option here. Okay, so this is my pair. Okay, so this is my geographical location. Okay, so for Australia we have two region pair. Region pair A is your Australia center and region pair B is your Australia center 2. For Brazil, you have Brazil South and South Central. Okay, so whatever resource you are going to deploy in your Azure, it is going to deploy in one region, but by default, it is connected with another region. Okay, it is paired with another region. So due to some issue, due to some failure, if you lost the connectivity with your region A, okay, then your region B will come up and you are able to connect with that, and there is no data loss during that time. Yeah. Any doubt? Okay. So you can see we have list of geography location. Okay. For Switzerland, we have different. For UK, we have something else. Okay. So in that case, for each geographical location, you have different regional pair. Okay. So due to this one, your all the resources are connected with each other. Okay. If any failure happen, if any disasters happen, okay, if there any connectivity fail, so in that your data will be moved to pair region, okay, secondary pair region. Okay, and after that it is able to set up a connectivity, it is able to access all the data, and if there is any data loss, then it will be recovered from that particular point of time. This way we have this region pair and Azure region concept. Okay, so now we get an understanding. Okay, we have deployed our resource in particular region, in particular data center, but something has happened and we are not able to access our data. Okay, so our data center is not accessible during that time. Okay, so it means we lost some connectivity, so it will move to region B. Okay, and using that we are able to establish some connectivity, we are able to access our data. Same way we have concept of redundancy also. Okay, application also, in that Microsoft is maintaining 3 different copy of your data into different location. Okay, so in that case, if your data is not able to access, you are not able to access your data from particular location, then you can access rest 2 copies. Okay, so we have concept of redundancy and application also, but that is not available for all the resources. Like for storage and databases, we have this replication redundancy option, but this Azure reason we need to specify for each and every resource. Okay, and in that we are going to define, okay, which resource I want to deploy. Okay, and in this resource, where I want to deploy. Okay, what region I want to put my particular service. Okay, so this is about Azure region, and then each region are going to pair with another region. Okay, most of the regions are in the same geographical location, so that's why you can see, okay, these region are belongs to particular location and they are connected with each other. So this is about Azure region and pair region. Now we have some other concept of subscription management group and resource group. Okay, so first of all, what is resource groups? Resource group are collection of resources. Okay, so like I want to use, like I'm referring that I want to use this service and that service. Okay, I want to use different services on Azure. Okay, but exactly how can I deploy these services, how can I use these services? Okay, how can I create these services? Okay, for using these services, first I need to create these services. Okay, so I can use that. So first of all, this services we call as resources. Okay, so in that, like I have I want to use some storage or some database or some virtual machine I want to use. So these are different services I want to use. So we are referring these services as resources. Okay, so you are going to create these resources, and these resources are come under your resource group. So if we see this diagram, okay, so you can have like app, you can have like a app one, app two, okay, multiple apps you have. So basically multiple resources you have under one resource group. Okay, so we call that as a resource group. Resource group is nothing, just collection of resources. Okay, so here you can see this is my resource group. So inside that I can have virtual machine, I can have some storage, I can have some virtual network, I can have databases. So maybe I have three resources, I can have one resource, I can have more than three resources also. So here in the resource group, all the resources are going to point out to some resource group. Okay, like I am creating one storage account, so it means I need to point out to some resource group. Okay, so resource group is collection of resources, okay, where you are going to club them together, which is belongs to particular resource group. Okay, same way on high level, resource group is coming through subscription. Okay, subscription is like collection of resource group, okay, where at this level you can grant the access, you can revoke the access, you can add the people who want to access this particular service. Okay, you can apply some policies, logs, these things you can apply here. Okay, so on top of resources we have resource group, and on top of resource group we have subscription. Okay, and after that on this subscription we have management group also available. So for example, in my organization I have a different teams. Okay, and in that I want to grant some sort of level of access, or I want to access this particular thing, or I want to see, okay, is there any policy I want to apply. Okay, so now I understand, okay, under this management group I have some subscription, under this subscription I have some resources. Okay, so I want to apply some policy on my subscription, I want to grant access to you at a particular subscription level. Okay, so I will create some management group. This management group will basically help you to manage your access, to manage all the policies, to manage all the compliance things and everything. Okay, here basically if you see this example, okay, we have two different teams. We have one IT department, we have one marketing department. Okay, marketing department does not require to work on your client data, does not require the real time data, right? They just need some they just want to do some POC. Okay, some hands-on experience they want to show to the client. Okay, nothing else. So you can manage the access of all the people, you can apply the policy at marketing management group, and you can grant a required level of access. Same way in the IT, you are going in the IT side, you are going to deal with your business data. Okay, your client data you are going to deal. Now you can maintain different environment here. Maybe you have like production, development. Okay, these type of different environment you have. So here you can see I have one root management group. Inside that, I'm going to maintain three different environment. Okay, production environment, development environment, and QA environment. Okay, so in production I'm going to deal directly with my client data, I'm going to process everything. Okay, in development I'm going to do testing, building my application, building my resources and everything, and QA I'm going to do quality check. Okay, so in that for each environment maybe I'm going to maintain different level of access. Okay, in development I want to grant access to all my team member, they can come up, they can access all my services. Okay, it's nothing like they I want to grant some x sort of level access to them. Okay, so in that case I want to grant them access at as per their role. Okay, as per which environment they are. So in development I'm good to grant access to all the member. Okay, in QA also, like I have some testing quality assurance engineer and some other guys, so I can grant access to those also. Okay, but in production I don't want my client data to be accessible for all the user. Okay, for all the teammates, I don't want to share access of my use of access of my client data to all the teammates. So I can implement like what sort of level of access I want to grant. Okay, like in production, I want to add only developer. In development, can grant access to all the team member. In QA, I can grant access to only quality testing people. Okay, so on that basis, I can manage my access, my policies, everything at a management group level. Okay, so I can manage, I can create some management group on top of my subscription, and I can specify this management group is going to take care this subscription, and the person who has this required access, they can belongs to this management group and they can access. This way your management group will work, and after that you have the subscription thing available, okay, where you are going to specify, okay, I'm belongs to this subscription, I'm belong to this resource group, and I want to create one storage, I want to create one virtual machine. This way we need to follow this hierarchy, okay. Usually at an enterprise level, at organization level, we follow these type of hierarchy where you have like particular user, okay, who is trying to create some sub resources. You first need to create a subscription, then you need to create some resource group. So this is about like high level understanding on different hierarchy, how you can get started, what is subscription, what is resource group, what is management group, okay, and how they are connected with each other, okay. So multiple resource group can also belongs to one subscription, or can one single resource group also belongs to one subscription, okay. You can create one resource group, or you can create multiple resource group within one subscription. You can manage multiple subscription also, or you can manage one single subscription also. It's as per your business requirement, it's as per your need. Using that, you can configure your resource group, subscription, management group, and all the things. Okay. So any question? Yeah. So we are going to move to portal side, and we are going to uh, see how this Azure will work. Okay, so we are going to cover through Azure portal, but first we will see and get an understanding how you can enable your free account, how you can start accessing your Azure portal. Okay, so now you get an understanding what is your resource group, what is subscription, but how you can start building, how you can enable your subscription, okay, how you can enable this free subscription. So for that we have different option to enable your free account on Azure, okay. So here if you see, this is the link portal.azure.com. You need to go here, where you are going to receive all the services, okay. You can go to this link, and you can access all the services, okay, and you can build all the services. So if I go to this one, this is my portal.azure.com, and I have enabled access to my this ID, okay, on this ID. So now you can see this is my subscription, this is your portal.azure.com, this is your home page, okay. Here you will see some list of services, okay. Here you will see if you have access something, okay. You recently opened some resources, so you can see all the services here, okay. You can navigate to some services here. So this is your home page, and if I move to subscription, here you can see this is my free trial account, okay. Azure Pass sponsorship, this is free trial account. Right now it's active. So for starting with your ID, you need to be have one subscription available. Then you are going to create a resource group, and you are going to create some services. So how you can enable this free account first of all, okay. So for that we have one option, okay. You need a unique email ID, okay, which you have never used on Microsoft Azure side, okay. You need a unique email ID which you have never used, and another you need a credit card detail. Using that you can enable your free subscription, okay. Microsoft will provide you 200 free dollar. Yeah, so this is the link where you can come up, okay. This is for enabling your Azure free account, okay. So you should have you need to log in with your unique ID here, okay, which you have never on that you have not never enabled this Azure free account. You need to come up here, okay, and you need to enable your free account. So in this free account you are going to receive 200 free credits, okay. So using this 200 free credits, you can deploy multiple services, okay. You can deploy this multiple services, like you can see, you can deploy virtual machine for 750 hours. It is like $200. How much services you can create, okay. In $200, how much services you can create? You can create a virtual machine which is going to be up and running for 12 months, and $750 it is going to 750 hours it will take to complete, okay. So this way you can see these are this way you can plan, okay, what type of different services you have. And here you just need to go and click on this get started for free. Okay, and here you need to log in with your with your email id, unique email id. Okay, with, and you need to create your account. You need to share your like first name, last name, organization detail. These things you need to pass on after creating, and then you need to pass in your credit card detail. Okay, so after successfully sign up, you are able to see your Microsoft account has set up. Okay, with free trial. Okay, and in that you are going to receive $200. So you can consume these $200 for using different Azure services. Okay, so yeah, so this way you can see now I have some subscription available. So if you see this hierarchy, what we need first. Okay, once you have subscription, then you are good to move to resource group side. Okay, so now first we will get an understanding how this portal will work. Okay, so this is my portal.azure.com. This is my portal, and here I have some Azure services available, and this is the navigation. Okay, this is my header. Okay, if you want to open some particular service, like I want to see storage, okay, so I can search for that. Okay, so any services you want to use, you can choose from here. Okay, same way, this is your Azure CLI. Okay, Cloud Shell. If you want to write down some bash command or PowerShell command, okay, so you can choose the CLI. Okay, where you can write down your code maybe in bash or in PowerShell. Okay, and using that you are able to do the deployment. You can change all these things. Okay, so this is your Azure PowerShell CLI command. Okay, command line console, you can see it will open. Now this is your directory. Okay, as I mentioned, you have like one free subscription. So you can see, okay, if in your project side, if your directory has changed, that is something else. So you can see on that, on which domain, on which ID they have granted you access, and you can change your directory from here. This is again same in the setting tab also. Okay, both are the same. This is your notification tab. Okay, so inside this notification, if you're doing deployment, if you're deleting something, okay, anything, you can see, you can have a look under this notification. Okay, next is same setting. This fifth tab is for your supporting and troubleshooting. Here, if you want to ask some question, you want to raise some support request, okay, you want to quick start a tour guide or something you want to do, so you can go to the support and troubleshooting. But if you want to take some help from your Microsoft side, you can come up, you can raise a help and support request. Using that, you will see one Microsoft engineer is going to associate with you on your issue, and they will help you to troubleshooting that. Okay, so you can raise access from here also, and you can send your feedback from this tab. Okay, you want to share some feedback with Microsoft, so you can come up here. Here, this is your ID, this is your directory. Okay, you can see, okay, on which ID you are trying to access, and you can change your directory, you can switch your directory from here. Okay, and using that, you can like in enterprise level, you can have access on different ID or maybe different subscriptions, so you can manage from here also. So now this is on the right panel, but in the left panel we have this three dots. Okay, so this three line is basically your left panel. It will help you to see, okay, what are different services we have. So if you see, this is my all service. Okay, so in this all service, we have categorized all the resources, okay, on different requirement. Okay, if you need on the compute side, okay, so these are different compute resources, compute services you have. Okay, like virtual machine, function app, disk. Okay, how, so these are different type of compute options you have. Same way, if you want to move into networking side, so these are different networking options available. Okay, you can create some virtual network, load balancer, okay, network watches, public IP prefixing. Okay, everything you can apply from here. Now if you are working on a storage side, okay, like you are working as a data engineer, okay, mostly you are going to deal with deal in data domain only. Okay, so in that, in data domain, you are going to see, okay, hey, I'm going to store, consume, okay, process my data, so I need some storage option. So you have a storage account, you have a data lake gen 2. Okay, you can have like particular data lake gen 1. Okay, your netf file, okay, data share invitations, these type of different services you have available which you can use. Okay, same if you are working on a developer side, so this is like web based, you this will help you for the API thing, okay, all this thing. Same if you are working as a data scientist, these are different services you have, like Azure Synapse Analytics, cognitive services, okay, anonymous detection detector, all these services you have, like machine learning, these things you can refer if you are working into data scientist domain. Okay, same way if you are working as a DevOps guy, okay, if you are working as a testing person, okay, if you are working on particular security side, okay, in security domain. So these are different resources, these are different services which we have in security domain. Okay, here you can come up under this one and we can see how many type of different services we have available. Okay, these are different services you have available. This is your home, and in this one, this is your dashboard. Okay, so like I am logging into my Azure platform on daily basis, but I want particular input on my first page, like how many compute power they have already booked, okay, how many storage they have already associated. So these type of knowledge I want to check, so I can create my own dashboard. I can click on this edit. I can add here. Okay, like I want to add clock in my first of all. Okay, so I can add my clock here. Okay, I want to see all the resources here. Maybe I want to see all the resource group. Okay, maybe I want to apply some user groups. Okay, so everything I can come up here. Okay, and I can specify these services we will need. Okay, how many users are added here. Okay, so I can come up here. I can see, okay, these only one user is belongs to this particular subscription. You can save this and now you can refer this. Okay, so this is your dashboard. You can design, you can add your tiles, okay, and you can manage all the thing at your own. Okay, so now same thing, I have all the services, all the resources. Okay, whatever resources we have built so far, you can come up here, you can see, okay, these three resources are belong currently to this one. Same way, I want to see how many resource groups are there. Now we understand what is resource group, right? So resource group is basically collection of resources which is belongs to particular subscription. Okay. So under this subscription, we have two different resource group available. Okay. These resource group you can come up here. Okay. And you can see, okay, this I have this resource group and I have list of resource group. So I can see from here. These resource groups are belongs to which subscription, we can see here. This belongs to which region, okay, we can see here also. Okay, like these two resource groups are belongs to east US location. Okay, so this way we can see these are the different options we have available. Okay, same like you want to go with virtual machine, Cosmos DB, SQL database, so you can directly redirect from here. So this is about your portal. Okay, like initial understanding. Okay, on the portal side. Now, if I want to, like as I mentioned, I already have this subscription. Okay. Now I want to create a resource group where I can create multiple resources. Okay. So how can I create a resource group within this subscription? So I can go inside this subscription. Okay. I can move to this resource group tab. Okay. This is my resource group tab. Under that, I have option of create. So I'm going to choose this one. Okay, now here you just need to, you can see it is just one single click, everything is available for you. You just need to tell what type of configuration you need. Okay, so you need to tell what type of resource group name you need. Okay, so I'm going to pass on my resource group name is this. Okay, so okay, okay, so here I have specified that I want to create a resource group with this name. So here you can see this is reason. Okay, so this resource group should belongs to which region. Okay, so here I'm specifying, okay, I want to deploy, I want to create a resource group through East US region, okay, through South Central US, okay, or from any other location. So I have list of different location available. I need to choose under which location I want to deploy. Okay, so on that basis, it is going to deploy my resources to that particular location. Okay, so I'm going to choose that my resource can belongs to East US2 or maybe East US. Okay, so my this resource group is going to belongs to my this East US region. Okay, now next is your tags. So in tags, this will help you to align some values, okay, associate some values with your service. Okay, like I want to specify, okay, hey, I am building this resource group for my development environment. So I can specify, okay, that this is for environment. You can specify, okay, this is my so I can specify the name is environment and it is for dev. Okay, it means it is for development. Same way, if I'm creating for production, I can specify prod or int. Okay, any tags you can allocate here. Okay, you want to tell like what is my project ID. Okay, so you want to allocate some project ID here. So maybe my project ID is particular 459. Okay, okay. So in that case, whenever someone is trying to access your resource group, as per this project ID, they get to know, okay, this resource group is belongs to this project ID. Okay, same way I can specify who is owner of this resource group. So I can specify my name. Okay, so it means anyone who is trying to access this resource group, okay, who have access on this resource group. So if they want to do some deletion, so some activity, something want to do, so they can see, okay, owner is Diksha, so they can directly reach out to me. So you can allocate, you can specify some tags here. Okay, now next is review plus create. It will do some validation. If validation is passed, maybe sometime name is already there, okay, or name is mismatched, so it will fail the validation. But once your validation pass, you are good to deploy your resource group. Okay, so now we are trying to create a resource group in just single click. You can see this one I just created now. Okay, RG demo December. This resource group we have created just now. There is no service, no resources are available. Okay, but just your particular resource group we have created. In that, in this resource group, you can create any service. Okay, these are different services. So in this resource group, you can choose to create any service. So at the time of creating this resource group, if you remember, it was asking what is your subscription. You can see here it is asking a subscription. This is a mandatory thing for creating resource group. You need to pass on your subscription detail. If you do not have any subscription, you cannot create any resource group. Same way, if you want to create any resources, then if you do not have any resource group and your subscription, you cannot create any service. So this is a mandatory thing that you should have one subscription, and after that you are going to create one resource group. So I already enable my free account. Okay, then I have a free account on the subscription side, so I can refer here. Okay, while creating my resource group. So you guys also can create your free account, okay, through this ID, which one I shown you earlier. Okay, it will give you 200 free credit, okay, using which you can use for creating some Azure services. So any questions so far?
Yeah, my question would be for someone trying to get acquainted with the Azure services,
Hmm.
an organization account. So how can the person get on the platform and take advantage of the Azure resources? So that would be my question.
Okay, like how you can go to the platform and you can create the resources, right?
No, okay, before you even access the Azure portal, you need to create an account using an organization email.
No, you
So
can create Gmail
imagine,
account also. You can
I think, um, uh,
see,
okay,
you can
uh,
create Outlook account also, you can create Hotmail account also, you can create Gmail account also. Here I'm not using my organization account, I am using Gmail account, my Gmail account. Okay, so you can create any Gmail account also. There is no hard and fast rule, you only need a enterprise ID, you only need a organization ID. No, you can create your own personal ID also. Okay, and you can go here. Okay, and you can set up your personal ID. Okay, and then you are going to receive free credit on that ID only. Okay, not at a organization level. You are going to receive this free credit amount in your personal ID.
So I was just curious so that those who will be trying to explore a non-organization account could know how to do that. So thank you for addressing that.
Yeah. At a organization level, yes, you can do, but if you want to do as an individual level, okay, non-organization level, that also you can do. Like if you are more interested doing some hands-on, okay, if you want to do some POC at your own, you can enable your free account as per your free Gmail ID, okay, as per your Gmail ID, and this time your Gmail ID should be new, okay, which you have never used. And after that, you can use this Gmail ID or Outlook ID or Hotmail ID, okay, any type of ID you can refer here, okay, and then you can use this.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
Hello. So my question is, do we need credit cards when it comes to registering for the free account, the Azure account?
Yeah, you need a email ID, an email ID and a credit card. That credit card and email ID you have never used, that only you can use here. Okay, so this is the link you can refer. Okay, this is a Microsoft guide, okay, which you can refer how you can move ahead and you can create. But yeah, you need a credit card detail here. Okay, so you need to go to this path. You need to just click on start and you are going to pass on all the identification detail and you need to sign up. Okay, next you are going to pass on all the details. Let me show you at main page. Okay, so here you can pass on all the details and credit card detail, then you can set up all these things at your own here. Okay, this is the steps how you can set up your free account. So here you can see you need a valid credit card.
So it does mean that actually, if you don't have a credit card, the chances of getting such account is very limited.
No, like if you have a credit card, you can go with that, but there are some free promo code also available. Maybe Pradeep will help you on that. Okay, if you do not have credit card, then you can use some promo code for onboarding for starting this on as you said. Okay, so you can enable your free account like this. This one is I have not enabled through credit card. I have enabled through promo code. Okay, so if you have promo codes, you can enable through promo code also.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess Pradeep, you want to add on this part?
Yeah, I mean, what I would request is if you guys think this is, of course, I mean, if without a credit card is always good. But yeah, if it's a major issue, so usually the way it works is you have to enter the card, but it's not going to charge your card. But if you think even that is an issue, then do let us know, and we'll try to work out something and figure that out and share it with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I see a question
So
from. Yeah.
kindly, before you on that the same very note, there's something you are saying that we can reach you, and unfortunately, we don't. Personally, I don't know how I can get access to. Maybe if I want to ask you some question later. So, will you mind sharing any place or any platform we can use to seek for clarification concerning problem?
Yeah, let me answer that. So I don't know if you guys are on the Discord channel, but if you're not, please join. I'll post the link in the chat window. That is a place where you can ask questions and we'll have folks respond to it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. So I see one more question is coming from DJ Anand. So this is regarding like reason pair you are referring in Africa apart from South Africa. So in the credit card side, you are not going to pay any amount. It's just for registration, okay? And once it is for 1 month only, okay? And once you can like 1 month is over, then Microsoft is going to charge you. Microsoft is going to ask you that you want to upgrade your subscription or you want to continue. So that time you need to tell, okay, I need to move to upgrade side. So that time you are going to tell, okay, it's not like directly you start paying through credit card. No. Okay, so now let's move to next topic. Okay, so as we saw, these are some useful link. Okay, this is for your portal. Okay, how you can go. This is for your promo code, how you can enable. Okay, and this is through credit card. Okay, so once you go to this credit card tab, you just need to pass in your detail and credit card, and you are good to set up your free account. And now after that, you can use this portal.azure.com. Okay, at your own. Okay, now this is your Azure Resource Manager. Okay, so now we understand, okay, on the portal side, okay, if I'm moving here, okay, so I want, I have created one resource group, okay, I have created this resource group. I use this portal for creating this one, okay. I using this portal, I have created one resource group, but now I in my enterprise level, at my organization level, I like they don't want a user access directly, that they don't want directly go on the portal and create a resource group directly this way. Okay, for creating a resource, they don't want to go this way and create through portal. So we have some different other alternate options also which we can follow here. Okay, first thing, you can use this portal for creating particular service, okay, for creating particular resource. Second thing, you can use the CLI, okay, and you can write down your code in PowerShell or in Bash. Using that also you can create some resource group, you can create some resources, okay. So you can use a PowerShell or Bash here, okay, and using that you can create this thing. Next, you have some other options available like DevOps thing and other things. Using that you can deploy. So one thing we have is your ARM, okay, Azure Resource Manager. Okay, so in that you will see whatever resource, whatever service you are going to use, okay, on Azure, it is going to deploy through ARM, okay, through this Azure Resource Manager. First thing, you can manage, you can deploy your service through Azure Portal also, Azure PowerShell also, as we saw, Azure CLI also, through some REST client also. Okay, you can create all the services. These services are going to be passed through by Azure Resource Manager, and then you are going to deploy the services. Okay, instead of creating the services directly portal, you are going through your Azure Resource Manager template. Okay, so Azure Resource Manager is helping you for deploying and managing your services. Okay, maybe you want to create a new database, maybe you want to delete this data store, you want to create a virtual machine, you want to create more than one virtual machine. Okay, so all the infrastructure setup, okay, all the services you are going to set up, it is going to do with by using this Azure Resource Manager. We can use this as ARM to move from one environment to another environment also. Okay, like I have created virtual machine databases, all the services in my development environment. Okay, so as we know, we have three different environment, or maybe sometime we have four different environment as per project. So in development we are going to do all the testing, all the development stuff we are going to do. Then once we are good, then we will move to non-production. Okay, so in non-production we are going to maintain the same environment as production, and where we are going to deal or client data or business data. Okay, so in production also we are going to deal directly or client data, and we are going to maintain the same security. Anyone cannot be accessed. It is more secure environment. Okay, so in that case, if we are moving from environment to environment wise, okay, like development to non-prod and non-prod to prod. Okay, so in that case, you have created maybe one virtual machine in development environment. Now you are moving to non-prod. Okay, so in non-prod, they are you are going to deploy again same virtual machine, again setup you are going to do. Okay, and again you are moving to production, you are going to create same virtual machine, same setup you are going to do. So it means you are going to deploy three virtual machine into three different environments, so you are going to follow the same task. Okay, so instead of that, what we can do is we can deploy this virtual machine in one development environment. Then we can use this ARM, okay, for move your data from for move your resource, for move your service virtual machine from development to non-prod. Okay, you can take all the virtual machine infrastructure in a code format, okay, maybe in JSON file. Okay, so you have a one template you can receive. Okay, everything will be in code format and you can deploy this code into different environment. Like virtual machine you can summarize into one code, which is your ARM template. Okay, and you can use this template to move from a non-prod or prod different environment. That way we can manage your resource from one location to another, one environment to another environment. On top of that, you can implement the existing logs, tags, everything you can implement. Okay, so suppose maybe I have a like 10 different environment or 20 different 10 different services in one environment, 20 different services. So using this ARM I can manage, okay, my access, my policies, okay, logs, everything, okay, within a particular environment or particular location. Okay, and same thing I can move to high environment also. So any question? Okay, so in the CLI side, you need to write down the code basically in particular Power Bash or in here. If you want to use CLI, okay, I got a requirement that how we can use the CLI. So in that you need to go to the CLI. You can write down your code in PowerShell or in Bash. Okay, so you can just need to choose, okay, which type of code you want to write. Like I want to write down my code in PowerShell. Okay, so under which subscription you, so this is the first initial setup. Okay, in this setup you can tell for launching your CLI, you need to set up one storage account should be mounted with that. Okay, so in that case you need to mount your storage account. This is a one time activity. Okay, once you set up this storage account, so in that you need to tell, okay, this is my subscription. In the show advanced setting you can choose, okay, I want to use existing storage account or I want to use this storage account. Okay, so you can choose which storage account I'm going to choose, okay, which resource group I'm going to choose. And here it is going to create a new storage account, so it is going to ask your detail, okay, about this one. So again it is going to create some new files here, so these detail you need to pass it on here. Okay, and using that you can deploy here. Okay, and then you can choose under which storage account you want to deploy. So this is the first initial setup you need to do for mounting a storage account. And once you mount your storage account, then you are good to go, and you can use this PowerShell for CLI for executing the code. Okay, this way you can connect with CLI and execute your code. CLI is your cloud shell, okay, where you can see I shown you this is your Azure CLI, okay, cloud shell, okay, where you can come up and you can write down your code. This is your CLI. Same way, this is your portal, okay, this is your Azure portal. This is your command prompt, okay. You can see command prompt which is available within Azure. So this we call as a Azure cloud shell, okay. Okay, so now we will plan to okay, now we have created a resource group. We have created our resource. Okay, now we will plan to create some service. Okay, so maybe I want to create a simple database, or maybe I want to create a storage account or something. So I can choose my resource group. Okay, under this resource group, which service I want to create. So I can choose create a resources, or I can click on here too. Okay, so under this resource group, from here also you can create, and you can choose what service I want to create. Okay, maybe I want to create some data storage option. Okay, so in the storage you can choose. Okay, I want to create one storage account. Okay, so this is my storage account. So now I'm going to choose, okay, these are the services it is provided. So I'm going to click on this create and it is going to deploy, it is going to create a storage account for me. Okay, so this is here we are going to specify. You can see now I'm creating my first resource, okay, under my resource group. Okay, so I'm going to create my first resource. So here, this is the mandatory thing. First, I need to pass on my subscription. Next, I'm going to pass on my resource group. Okay, so under this subscription, I need to specify, okay, under which subscription I want to deploy. So I have only one subscription. So by default, is choosing that one. But in resource group, I have three different resource group. Okay, so I need to tell, okay, I do not want to deploy my service under this one. I want to deploy my service under this one. Okay, so this is my subscription, this is my resource group, this is a mandatory thing which we need to pass it here. After that only we are able to move ahead. Now here you are going to tell your storage account name. Okay, what storage account name you want to put. Okay, so I am going to put this storage account. No, this is not available. Okay, so now it is going to validate. Uh, there are some prerequisites. Okay, statement you have that your storage account names between 3 to 24 character. Okay, no uppercase, only lowercase it support. Okay, and number, no alphanumeric character also it support. Okay, only 3 to 24 length and only lowercase value it support. Okay, so you need to see, okay, your name is globally unique and no uppercase is there. Okay, now here you want to specify your reason. Okay, so in that, under which region you want to deploy your service. Okay, I want to deploy my service in East US or East US 2, Central US. Okay, under which region you want to deploy, so you can choose your region here. Now next, on a performance wise, you want to go with standard or premium. Okay, standard is for general purpose you want to go. If you want to see minimum low latency, okay, then you can move with premium. As per that, you will need to pay the amount also. But yeah, you have two different type of performance options available. Now next is redundancy. Okay, so redundancy, as I mentioned, we have replication option available. Okay, how you want to replicate your data. Okay, so for that we have this redundancy. So we have four different type of redundancy options: locally redundant, geo redundant, zone redundant, or geo zone redundant. Okay, so in LRS, it is going to maintain a copy of your data locally. Okay, it is going to distribute your data geographically. It is zone wise and it is geo zone wise. So I will show you one example. Okay, this is a Microsoft document link. Okay, here if you see this diagram, okay, so for LRS, we are maintaining 3 copy of our data, okay, in one single data center. Okay, so in this data center, we are maintaining 3 copy 1, 2, 3, and everything will be in region. Okay, in the same region. So here I have choose East US region. Okay, it means in East US region for LRS, I am going to maintain 3 copy here. Okay, I am going to maintain 3 local copy in East US itself. Okay, so now if we see, if my one copy is not accessible due to some failure, okay, I am not able to access my data. So in that case, I will switch to copy 2 and I'm going to access my copy 2 or copy 3 during that time. Okay, so in that case, if anything happen, any failure has happened, so it will move to another copy. Okay, because we are maintaining 3 copy of our data, we are maintaining 3 replication of our data. Okay, in different in our region. Okay, so this time we are maintaining all the 3 copy in one single data center in one single region. Okay, now next is your ZRS. Okay, so in ZRS, instead of maintaining copy in one single data center, okay, here what we are doing is maintaining 3 copy in one single data center. Now in ZRS, instead of maintaining copy in one single data center, we are maintaining copy into 3 different data center. Okay, one copy I am maintaining into data center 1, another copy I am maintaining into data center 2, and third copy I'm maintaining to data center 3. So if something has happened with my entire data center, okay, here what we are doing, if something has happened with my copy 1, then it will move to another copy. But what if something has happened entire with entire data center, okay, my entire data center is not accessible, it means my entire copy is not accessible during that time. So now we have ZRS. So instead of maintaining all the copy in one single data center, we are maintaining this copy into different data center. Okay, so if I somehow my one data center is not accessible, so it will move to another data center. Okay, it will switch to third data center, but all the data center will be belongs to a particular region. That way we are replicating, we are maintaining copy of our data into different data center. Okay, so this is about ZRS. Okay, now again we have this GRS. Okay, so in GRS now we have concept of primary region and secondary region. Okay, so here you can see I have I'm deploying my service in East US, right? And I can see my East US is associated with West US. You can see East US are associated with West US. Here you can see East US is associated with West US. Something has happened with my East US, it is going to maintain in the West US. Okay, so here you can see it is combination of LRS, okay, but it is maintaining 6 copy. 3 copy in one single data center and 3 copy into another data center. But both the data center are belongs to different region. Okay, this time my 3 copy are belongs to one data center in primary region and 3 copy are belongs to another data center into secondary region. This way we are maintaining 6 copy. If something has happened with one copy, then it will move to another copy. But if something has happened with your data center, okay, in particular region, then it will move to another region and it will switch to another data center. Okay, now again we have ZZRS. So it is combination of LRS and ZRS, okay, where you are maintaining 3 copy of your data into 3 different data center. Okay, if something has happened with your one data center, then it will move to another one. But if something has happened with your entire region, okay, then it is maintaining a new copy, okay, a 3 copy of your data in entire different data center, entire different region. Okay, like in East US, due to some reason East US is not accessible, then it will move to West US. Okay, so West US will basically maintain all the 3 copies. Okay, so this is about redundancy. Any question?
Yeah, my question would be how to enable that subscription. I saw sponsorship or something, so I was trying to create that resource, but I realized that I couldn't create that.
So did you enable your free subscription?
Okay, that's so how do I enable the free subscription?
So for that, you need to create your free account. Okay. As I mentioned, you need your email
Yeah,
ID.
I, I already I already have an account. I already have an account, but I already have an account. So
Mhm.
I was just trying to I think there was a resource you created, and on that resource you have what was the name of that resource? Sponsorship or something in relation to in association with that resource. So I searched for that resource. I think I guess I couldn't find that.
So
So
this, okay, this is not a resource actually which you are referring. This is my subscription. Okay, you are referring this one, right? Azure Pass sponsorship.
okay, yeah, yes. Oh,
This is
yeah,
subscription.
that
This is
yeah,
not resource. So right
yeah.
now we
So
have not created any resource till now. We have only created one resource group with this name, but this resource group is belongs to this subscription. So as I explained earlier, we should have one subscription, then we should have one resource group. So you need to enable free subscription. So this is my subscription name.
oh wow, I see. Now I see.
Yeah.
Okay, understand that. That's the name of your own subscription. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So any other question?
I see you were referencing, I think, the Microsoft Learn documents in the course of your lecture. So I think would that resource be dropped so that we can have access to that? And also, is it possible to have access to the recordings so as maybe for review and to really cement the understanding of so much information that you've shared?
Yeah, so recording, Kushal will share with you. Okay, the entire meeting is recorded, so you can refer also, and he's going to upload that on YouTube, so you can refer on YouTube also.
Okay, so but we need to have YouTube link.
Yeah, so after uploading after uploading this recording on the YouTube, Kushal will share a recording link with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also have a question.
Yeah.
You were talking about switching between data centers, and I did data. Are they in sync together from those different data centers? Are they synchronized?
Yeah, they are synchronized. See, like if I'm maintaining 3 copy into 3 different data center, it means it is exactly same data. They are in sync. Okay, whatever changes I am doing in my primary, it will be reflecting into another also. Because I'm not sure at what time if there any failure happen. So it will be sync. That only time I can restore my data. So all my data are in sync.
It's okay. Thank you. That's the only question I have.
So are we good till now?
Yes, we are good to go.
Okay. So this way we can define or redundancy. Okay, what type of replication you want to maintain. Okay, as per your configuration you need to pay the amount also. Okay, like if you are maintaining your copy locally, then obviously you are going to pay less. But if you are maintaining your copy geographically into different data center, different region, then you are going to pay more amount. Okay, so in that case you need to plan, okay, what type of service you need, and accordingly you can configure. We are going to deploy this storage account in our next session because we are already on top of all. It will took some time for going one by one. Right now we are on one first tab only, but we will continue here again, and we will meet in next class and continue for creating a storage account. Okay, but we have any doubt? So yeah, you can put down your question in Discord also, and we are going to answer that. And if you have any doubt, then we can discuss now also.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Right? Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Please the link for tomorrow class.
Okay, link for tomorrow class. Kushal is going to
Hello?
share with you for next class. Next class is not tomorrow.
Yes.
It will be on 22nd or 23rd your time.
23rd.
So yeah, so 23rd your time. Yeah, so he's going to share link with you so you can refer that. Yeah, he has shared already in the chat. So you can register for this, okay, in the for next class, and you can come. We can continue from this creating a storage account in our next class. Okay. Okay. If there is no question, then we are good for today. Thank you everyone for joining the session. We will meet in our next class, in our next section, and continue on this. Thank you.
Just a small request, everyone. I have shared a feedback form link on the chat. So if you, it will be good if you share your thoughts there.
Yeah, you can share your feedback in that form.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Deeksha. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. So are we going to do anything on the CLI in the next class? It's okay.
Is she not out of the call?
My question is, are we going
I think she's
to
out of the
continue?
call. She's out of the call. The person to answer your question is out of the call.
It's all right. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means the meeting is ended already.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's ended. Yeah.